Hi, Harold.
It is for 8 o'clock, correct?
How goes it?
That's good.
I
I read your wife's book a few
Oh, you
years ago.
did?
Yep,
Oh my gosh.
very good book.
Thank you. Yeah, I have it here on my desk.
Has she written anything since then?
No, because
No?
she wanted this, and it was really in honor of her
Yeah,
mom,
because
and
you're proud of what she did.
she is. She's
That's
still
good.
she's still very involved. I mean, it was kind of a sad story that all this stuff ended with the divorce and all of that, but
Oh,
you
yeah,
know, those are the things that you can't control in life,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
you know.
Okay, hi guys.
Hi,
Hello, good evening.
Kidushin Amud Gimel, Amud Aleph, Gimel Amud Aleph. So the Gemara is dealing with how come the Chumash or Chazal, when they use the word derech, how come they didn't use the word davar, like shnei dvarim or shnei drachim? Also, Malkamashman, the darko, the esrei kieret, because it wanted to tell us that the way that an esrog grows is like a vegetable. My yerek, darko ligodal kol mayim. It doesn't just grow on rainwater, but it can use irrigation. That's number one. Uveshas likitoso isuro. What determines when you give meiser? When you actually harvest it. Af etrog, darko ligodal kol mayim. It's not enough just rainwater, it needs irrigated water. Uveshas likitoso isuro. And an esrog's meiser is given when you harvest it. That's why, since it was comparing it in derech to a vegetable, it didn't say davar, but it said derech. Now, the Gemara doesn't accept this. Vadis not. We have a Mishnah that talks about a kvi, that it was a suffix to the Chachamim whether a kvi was a behema or a chaya. It makes a difference because, for example, you need to do kisui adam when you shecht a chaya, not when you shecht the behema, but when you shecht a chaya. So most animals have been put either in a category of a behema or a category of a chaya. A kvi was a suffix. So it says, Yesh bo drachim shava l'chayim. It has some things where it's comparable to a chayim. Yesh bo drachim shava l'behema. Some things are comparable to a behema. Yesh bo drachim shava l'chayim u'l'behema. Some are comparable to both. V'yesh bo drachim she'ena shava lo l'chayim v'lo behema. Nisni sham dvorim. There, you could have said dvorim, not drachim. That's number one. The su. I'll send you another problem. Hadisnan zu achas min adrochim sheshavu gite noshim l'shichrure avodim. These are the comparisons between a get that's used to divorce a woman and a get that's given to an Eved Knani to free him. So there's no specific reason to use derech, nisni, dvorim. So Ella, we have to get rid of
Ernie, sorry, just the kvi is seems to be, from what I'm reading of here, is pronounced koi, not a kvi. It's a koi. I don't know what that difference in the Hebrew means, but it's a koi. That's what it's saying.
Well, Steinsaltz reads it as koi, but in yeshiva language they call it a kvi. So
Okay.
maybe Steinsaltz has a source
Different-
for why it's called koi.
Why it's called koi, yeah.
There's a fish. It's a koi, right?
This is-
KOI. But
This
that's
is
not,
not, this is not a koi fish.
that's
This is
not
a
it.
this is a behemoth.
This is it's
It's a mixture.
a mixture. It's a mixture. So Ela kol hecha de ike plukta. Now we come up with a new svar. When there's a machlokes, Tani drach. The kol hecha de leka plukta. When there's no machlokes, Tani dvarim. And the Gemara gives a proof. Take a nami, the Tani Seifa. Rabbi Eliezer Oimer. Esrog shavala ilan l'chol dava. Esrog is comparable to a tree in all manners. Notice there's no chiluk. So there it uses davar. Shema mina. That seems to be a good proof. Now, the Mishnah started by saying Aisha niknes b'shalosh drachim, and then acquires herself b'shtei drachim. Now, the Gemara is not a math book. It said niknes kesef shtar bia. I know how to add. So 1, 2, 3 is 3. Why do you have to tell me there's 3? Whenever a Mishnah gives us a number, and then it tells us how many numbers there, what things there are, there's a specific reason either to include, usually it's to include other things, or sometimes to exclude things. So the Gemara wants to know minyana dereishel l'ma'ute mai, minyana deshefa l'ma'ute mai, meaning these 3 and these 3 only. So minyana dereishel l'ma'ute chuppah. So we have 2 things, Kidushin and then Nesuin. Now, one of the criteria of Nesuin is bringing the wife underneath a chuppah. It creates like a yichud. So some held that you could do Kiddushin through chuppah. So the Tana of our Mishnah wants to tell us that he doesn't hold that way. He's excluding chuppah. However, the Rav Huna de Omer chuppah koine mikava chomer. According to Rav Huna, chuppah is koine b'kiddushin. We're going to learn what that kava chomer is later on. So then, according to Rav Huna, what does the number 3 come to exclude? Lemute mai, lemeute chalipin. A kinyan chalipin is a fiction kinyan, like when we go sell our chametz to the rabbi. So he acquires it on behalf of the goy that he's going to sell it to. He gives us a pen to hold. So that's a kinyan chalipin. So to teach me that you cannot acquire a woman through chalipin.
By the way, Ernie, sorry, just I don't want to. I heard a fantastic shot that from Rav Shimon Shkop today, that these 3 things, kesef, shtar, ubia, is not only when you get married, but that's the mantra for the whole of the marriage, that you have to support your wife through her whole marriage. These are not just things that you were koine her then; they carry on. The shtar is basically the contract that you have with your wife for her responsibility, and of course we know the intimacy. So he talks about that these things are not just koine her then, but every day of your life. That's what keeps the marriage going.
A good shot. Good shot. So, we already learned the Gzeira Shava from Stei Ephron. You can acquire a field with Chalipin. I would think Afishanami Miknim B'Chalipin. Kamash Malon that no. Maybe you could acquire her. So the Gemara says no, because Chalipin is Sinu B'Pachos Mishava Pruta. You could do kinyan chalipin with an item that's less than shava pruta. Ve'isha b'pachos b'shava pruta lo makne nafshe. A woman is not going to sell herself for less than a pruta. Minyana de sefer lemeute mai. when it says she acquires herself in two ways, what is it excluding? A husband cannot give his wife chlitza and break the marriage with chlitza. Now, why might have thought that would work? There's a kava chomer. My yavama she'ena yotze beget. When you require a yavama, or let's say there's a zika before you do the yibum, you can't break it with a get. Yet yotze bechlitza, zu sheyotze beget. A wife who goes out with get, eno din sheyotze bechlitza. Kamash Malon, that we have a Mishnah that's memayit chlitza from being a mechanism of breaking the marriage. Maybe it should work. Omer across Sefer Krisus. To get out of a marriage, you need a Sefer Krisus. Sefer Korsa. A document separates them. Vein dover acher Korsa. Nothing else, including chlitza. Now, it says that a woman is required to be kesef. Minolon. How do you know that? The Suhadisnan, we have a Mishnah. Ha'av zakai bevito b'kidusheh. A father can accept kesef kiddush on behalf of his minor daughter, and the money goes to him. B'kesef b'shtar b'biyah. Now, minolon demikne b'kesef. Number one, how do we know that it can be done with kesef? V'kesef davuahu. And number two, that the money goes to the father. Amar Rav Damar Kra. By an Amoha Ivriya, you have a man who's in debt. He can't pay the debt. He can sell himself as an Eved Ivri, or he can sell his minor daughter as an Amoha Ivriya and pay off his debt. Now, if the master does not fulfill whatever chiyuvim he has to her, it says v'yatzachinam ein kasef. She goes out free. Now ein kasef, ein kesef la'adon zeh. The master of an Amavriya doesn't get money. Aval yesh kesef la'adon acher. But there is money to another master when the girl leaves his reshus. Umaniyu ha'av. Means when a daughter goes from his possession to a husband, he gets money. Maybe the money should go to her herself. There's no comparison. A father definitely gets the money if somebody is makadesh his minor daughter. This, my daughter, I've given to this man. And she's going to get the money when he's giving it? Maybe fine. Maybe the money goes to the father when she's minor. Aval Nara, a girl between 12 and 12 and a half. The Islayat the Kapal Kiddushin. She can accept her own Kiddushin. She's beyond 12 years old. She's considered a Gedola. Maybe Tigdish Ihi Nafsha. Maybe she as well. Between 12 and 12 and a half, she could be Makadish herself and get the money herself. The Tishkol Kasba Amakra. Be Nurea Beisavia, as long as she's still a Nara. She still belongs to her father, Kol Shvach Neurim Lavia. And any profit comes in, goes to the father. So Elahadam Ravuna Marab. Minayin Shemaisa Bas La'av. That which a girl earns goes to the father. Shenemar. V'chiyim kor ish es bito la'ama. It says if he sells his daughter as an amo evriya. So we say, ma amo ma'isiyah de l'rabba, just like a maidservant. What she earns goes to her master. So a daughter is the same thing. Now, why do I need that hekesh? You just tell me a principle Kol shvach nurim lavia. So what do I need this hekesh for? Ella ba'foras nedarim mutachsiv. This pasuk is for foras nedarim, not kinyonim. That the father has the right to be annulled in the door. Here as well, it goes to Haforas Nedarim. Okay, let's learn from Haforas Nedarim that just like the father has the strength to annul his daughter's Nedarim while she's a Nara, so he has the money. We want to know how do we know that the father gets the money when a nar gets makudesh? Let's learn it from that he has the power of Haforas Nedarim. No, mamona mi isra lo yalfina. Mammon is one thing. Nedarim is isurim. We don't learn mammon from isurim. There's another time where a father collects money. If his daughter is raped, including a nara, so a fine has to be paid. The fine gets paid to the father. So the Gemara says, mamona, dinim of money, that in a transaction, who the money should go to. Miknasa lo yalfina. Just because by knas, the Torah says the knas gets paid to the father, doesn't mean that mammon would go either. Maybe v'chitei menelev iboisha supagam, a nara who was raped. There's embarrassment as well as pagam mishpacha. So maybe we should learn it that a father gets kiddushin money even when she's an ara. Shiny bushes become davur shaykh begavai. The father's also embarrassed when the daughter is raped. So over there, that's why it was shaykh to the father, but maybe by mom and no. So we go back and say Elam Istavra that we do learn out from V'yotza Chinam Ein Kasef that there's Ein Kesef to this Adam, but there is Kesef to the father. Right? Mistavra Chikomimai, when it said that there's no Kesef to this master, but there is Kesef to the other master, Yitzia the Kavasi Komimai. So maybe that would mean that when she leaves the reshus of the father, there's also no money. But yet we know that when she leaves the reshus of the father through Kiddushin, there is money. So the Gemara will attack that in another methodology. So that we will now. Tomorrow, I suggest we learn like 6:45. 7 o'clock might be too late because the mincha's at 7:30. I don't know if Tzvika is going to have a mincha. I'll go to the shiur after mincha marvit at Shar Tefillah. So let's do Daf Yomi 6:45. Okay, Mario?
Okay.
6:45 tomorrow. Let's do a little bit of Gittin.